I was impressed with Trevon. They call him Smiley. That was his nickname. This kid had the biggest smile. When they told me that would be his mentor, I was kind of thinking like, man, shouldn't I get someone that's maybe a little more rough around the edges? His persona, his personality, right? His outlook, his facial expressions and the way he was very positive. He really impressed me. Really made an impression on me. How about that? Do I find it tough to talk to Trevon? No, to be honest with you, no, not at all. For example, so what's up with your girlfriend? How's she doing? And, he opens up. It makes him smile, and I can tell that makes him feel like, he's the man. I guess you could say, that's a good.
3,350 years old. Oh yeah! Now I remember, we used to go to Camp Hope. What you call that thing? Yeah, Camp Hope in this van. Lord, it's down the street in this van. For homework club. Yeah, I remember that now.
With Trevon, what I've noticed, he'll even use some of the terminology that I use, or in a certain conversation, or if I'm doing a certain activity, and as I'm watching him out of the corner of my eye, right, he's doing the same thing, he's saying the same types of things, and so I think that being a mentor for a young person is so very important in orchestrating and guiding and setting the stage for their adulthood. We look at these young guys, for example, that join the gangs or live a life of crime. Their lifestyle stems from them trying to reach out and looking for someone to love them, someone to give them guidance, someone to to show them what right looks like. They just want some truth. That's what I believe. There's this verse in the Bible that speaks on how God will pour out his dreams and visions on young people. I can see this, even in my own children, the energy, the motivation they have behind things that are righteous, things that are positive. I thank God that Little Lights is in place. They provide that leadership, that mentorship. I think that's really crucial to help plant those seeds that, hey, and just to help expand these kids' horizons. When I grew up in the city, Baltimore City, that's all I knew was the city. That was the whole world, And thank God, though, that I had an older gentleman that kind of took me under his wing, introduced me to a relationship with Christ. I was age 19. And it changed my life. It really did. Yeah. Trevon has been bounced around a little bit from school to school just because of his family moving around a little bit. Before he attended his current school, when he was 10 years old, walking his younger brothers who are ages 5 and 6, I think, to and from school every day. Busy intersections, streets, not the best of neighborhoods, right? I remember one day I went to the school to go pick him up. We get in my car. And they're back there in the back seat, kind of, how young kids are, kicking each other, fighting, whatever, playing around, being loud. And Trevon reaches back there and he's like, hey, listen, let's play the, I forget the name of the game, but he came up with a game for them to keep them quiet. He's talking about a 10-year-old boy. Trevon, in a sense, sort of puts me to shame, I guess you could put it. I look at him as being, a fighter, someone who perseveres, and for him to be like a father figure to his younger brothers, I ask God to just guide Trevon, just to lead him, to give him direction. Trevon has dreams of, going to college, and what I want Trevon to understand is that, he is the only person that's going to stop him from accomplishing what he wants to do in life is himself. My prayer is that God to just continue to just pour great people into his life, and that he will truly come to understand who Christ is and the love of God. And Little Lights is changing not only the lives of those children, but the families, People where their kids are a part of Little Lights, they have a lot of trust in Steve and Mary. They've been there, 17, 18 years now, and going strong. Little Lights has, God on their side. So, and their foundation is Christ, and, you can't go wrong. When you got God backing you up, you can't go wrong.